Charles Ease, everything you need to know when you need to know it, man. Talk a little bit about the mo3, Yellabeezy, that whole situation. Saycheese TV, man. A guy with a big platform. Hello. A guy with a big platform who kind of been interviewing all these guys and from the same area, that Dallas area. Hello. Gotta excuse me, I'm out here getting my steps in. Yeah. But Saycheesetv, a big platform from the area of the guys, mo3, Yellabeezy, Trap Boy Freddy. People that thrown Errol Spence, championship legendary boxer. Close friends with Yellabeezy. People that threw him in there. But Saycheese, I seen he went on Hood Talk. Now, me from the outside looking in, I seen Saycheese is just an interviewing platform of these guys from the same area. He really had no axe to grind. He seemed to be mutual to everything until this interview on Hood Talk. Yeah. This interview on Hood Talk where Saycheese, shout out to Hood Talk, man. Hood Talk podcast. Saycheese revealed some shit on there, man, that made me think he wasn't really as mutual as he wanted to come across and seem. You feel me? Now he didn't Saycheese and pretty much all these guys, mo3, Yellabeezy. I'm not sure if he interviewed Trap Boy Freddy or not, but he pretty much interviewed most of these guys. And I always thought he was mutual. You know, his stance over the years been, yo, let's bring the peace to the city, da, da, da. I'm like, wow, this guy really pushing peace. He really trying to bring these young brothers together. Until I just seen the interview that made me think different. The interview on Hood Talk TV that made me think much different. Like, wow. Yeah. He kind of told on himself. And in that interview, you know, Hood Talk. What is it, Hood Talk or boy? Man, I've been saying Hood Talk. I think it's Boss Talk. Excuse me. It's Boss Talk, man. Anyway, he asked you. He said why? He said why ain't some of Yellabeezy's people helping him out? You know, he got picked up. Why ain't some of his people helping put up the money to get him out? You know? Because Yellabeezy, y'all excuse me if I'm breathing heavy. I'm getting these power steps in. Yellabeezy was better, you know, his grandma took the stand and said he ain't got the money for the bail. And now, was they just saying that to get a lower bail, or do they really not have the money, man? And then the guy, I forget that other channel I was watching, but he went on to pull up. It's like, man, this nigga really ain't probably got the money, because Yellabeezy's biggest hit is just now going platinum after about 8 or 9 years. You feel me? And Trap Boy Freddy came out. Trap Boy Freddy, he even said he ain't had the money. He ain't have no hits that's big as It's On Me by Yellabeezy. So if he ain't got it, if Yellabeezy ain't got it, Trap Boy Freddy ain't got it. You feel me? You know, niggas threw Errol Spence in the case. You know, Errol Spence, the boxer, everybody know he got the bag. You feel me? Legendary boxer. You feel me? Pay-per-view star. Everybody know Errol got it, but Errol been like low-key trying to, don't want his name really associated like that, you know. So Boss Talk asked Shawncotton Saycheese. Remember the guy who always took the mutual stance of all these guys' beef. He said, would you put up the money? Then Shawncotton, he kind of got stuttered up a little bit. You know, he was like, well, I don't know. They said they didn't have it. And, you know, he was pretty much taking the long route to answer it, but he finally answered and said, yeah, I will put up the money. And then it all just came together when he said that. Like, wow. He really wasn't neutral in all this shit. Now remember, he interviewed mo3 from a neutral position, playing a neutral position amongst all these mutual guys that know each other from the same neighborhood. You know. So I'm like, wow, if you put up the money to get this man out, and he was supposed to take mo3 out, that says that you not neutral. That says that you on Yellabeezy's side. So now I'm looking at it different. I'm looking at it way different, like, damn. Shawncotton Saycheesetv was really the whole time on Yellabeezy's side, even though he interviewed mo3. And it also came out the same day that the boys came and got Yellabeezy. Shawncotton Saycheese was also pulled over. He revealed that. So all these years after mo3's passing, Shawncotton, he been Saycheesetv. He been misleading the people. Now, if you really, Saycheese, if you really was neutral and really wanted best for all parties involved, you really wanted peace, why would the police pull you over the same day they pick Yellabeezy up? Why would you go on national platform, Boss Talk, and say you will put up the money to get Yellabeezy out of jail, unless you wasn't neutral, unless you didn't have an axe to grind, unless you wasn't picking sides? You feel me? Now, mind you, that ain't it. Shawncotton also said something that we didn't know. He said mo3 didn't pull over, park, and get out the car on the highway before he met his demise. He said the car cut off. See, none of us all these years never knew the car just cut off, which lead us to think, up on the information that he just gave, that he told us that he would get Yellabeezy out and all of that. How did Shawncotton Saycheese know that mo3's car cut off? Unless he had inside information, unless he was privy to inside information by those who had something to do with mo3's passing. Maybe when Saycheese was even interviewing mo3. Yeah, maybe the interview was a distraction for whoever wanted mo3 out of here to take that time to rig his car while being interviewed by Saycheese. He even goes, Shawncotton Saycheese, he even goes on to say that he's seen a much different, much clearer version of the freeway when mo3 was being chased down. Yeah, because they showed a piece of it. They showed a piece of the video clip on Boss Talk. Y'all go check out Boss Talk TV. They showed a piece, and he was like, "Oh, I seen this a few years ago." Boss Talk thought he was presenting some new information, some new video, or something that people ain't seen. And Shawncotton was like, "Oh, I seen this a few years ago," and it was much clearer. How clear? How clear? How new? How rare? It can only be clear, maybe, if it was being videotaped somehow, recorded somehow from inside one of those vehicles, either that mo3 was in or the killer that was following mo3 was in. That's the only way the videotape could possibly be more clear. Once again, was that interview with mo3, was that a distraction to rig mo3's call? The interview conducted by Shawncotton and Saycheese. And see, the beautiful thing about real time, see, the interview on Boss Talk, it was real time, so it wasn't all that getting your story together. You feel me? It wasn't all that going over your notes. It wasn't all that, give me time to prepare. You feel me? Let me answer this question this way. If he asks this, I'm going to answer it that way. No, it wasn't all of that. Real time is real time. It's raw emotion, uncut. When the clouds part, the sky will soon show its true colors. You feel me? When the clouds part, the sky will soon show its true colors, man. And Saycheese, Shawncotton, boy, did you reveal some real colors on Boss Talk TV, man, that none of us was privy to. So you wasn't as neutral as you wanted everybody to believe, man. You feel me? Yeah. You wasn't as neutral, man. We was all misled. I just wanted to get on here and talk about this, man. This was crazy. This was crazy. Man. And then Rainwater said, yeah, they coming for you, boy. He even slipped up one time and said that it was a car that was following the guy who gave chase to mo3, the guy who hopped out of his car and gave chase. He said Shawncotton was even saying it was a car that was following that car. And he slipped up and said it was Rainwater. Yeah, he slipped up and said the car that was following that car was Rainwater. Then he tried to clean it up. Now, Rainwater was supposed to be mo3's manager. Everybody knows this. But Shawncotton and Saycheese slipped up and said it was Rainwater behind the killer's car who was following him. Then he tried to clean it up. Oh, no, not Rainwater. He tried to clean it up. But once again, real time is real time with no time to rehearse. You feel me? So, man, yeah, they stepped on. The boys stepped to Saycheese the same day they came and got Yellabeezy, man. The same time they came and got Yellabeezy. Yep. Damn. He said he will put up the money to get that man out of jail. Now this is for a murder, so this ain't no little shit. You feel me? This ain't no little shit. But that on another note, that show you that something. These rappers, they just, a lot of them is just image, man. They ain't even got the money to put up the, you feel me? They ain't got the money to put up to get their shit right. If it's a bail, whatever it is, man, they ain't got that money. So They look rich to motherfuckers who's poor. Well, I ain't gonna say poor, but they just want to look rich to motherfuckers who don't got it. You feel me? Yeah. Which is the people that support them. All the stunting, all the flexing is just the people who don't know no better, who ain't got it, who ain't got nothing they self. You feel me? Now the ones that really got the bag, Errol Spence, he really got the bag. These other guys, Yellabeezy, Trap Boy Freddy, they ain't got no money. They just want to look like they got money, man. They want to look like they got money to motherfuckers who ain't got money. That's it. It all comes out. You feel me? It all comes out when some folks, when some people pick you up and get all in your business. It's gonna be put out there. Even the motherfuckers who ain't got it, they want to make excuses. See, that's how it is. We build up this image in our head of these celebrities or whatever, hood celebrities, rappers. You feel me? These people all in their business telling you, yo, they ain't got this, they ain't got that. And these broke motherfuckers who buy into their image and shit, they don't want to believe it. Oh, he just saying that, he pump faking. He want to lower bail. You feel me? He want to lower, not knowing that these people going all through your bank, your accounts, your codes. They know everything. They basically you at this point. You feel me? They know everything about you. They basically you at this point. You feel me? Yeah. Once some people get in your business, you might as well say they're your twin. Cause they gonna know everything about you, man. They gonna know everything about you. And these broke motherfuckers who fall for this image of motherfuckers these rappers or celebrities who come across as rich, they hold on to that imagery so hard. They come up with excuses of why this motherfucker went on national news and said that they ain't got it, that they ain't got the money, that they broke. So they come up with shit like, he trying to get a lower bail. You feel me? This, that. He trying to run a play on the judge. He trying to run a play. Come on, man. You can't run a play on these people. Once they pick you up, like I said, them is your twin now. That's your twin. You feel me? That's your clone now. Once them folks get in your business, they your clone. They you. You feel me? You can't run a play on them over some money. Maybe, you feel me? Not over money, not something that's physical. Maybe you can fool them far as, yo, I'm crazy, I'm insane, I'm deranged type shit. Maybe on some psychological shit, but not with nothing, no physical evidence of having money, paper trail, your accounts. You can't fool them like that. You feel me? You can't fool them like that. These people is you. Once they get on your ass, these people is you. You feel me? Look in the mirror. They are you. They know so much about you. You feel me? Study your patterns. Shit is crazy, man. Y'all get in my comments. Let me know what y'all think, man. Did Saycheesetv help set up Mo3? Was that interview he conducted with Mo3 a distraction while he was interviewing him to had them people Trap Boy Freddy, Yellabeezy, set that car up so it would die on the freeway, man? You feel me? Get in my comments. Let me know. I want to hear from y'all, man. Charles E, subscribe, share, like Charles E's on every platform. Charles E's on every platform.